What's going on, everyone? It's another episode of Inside the NFL Mind of Miami. I am your host, Miami the Great. It is another episode of Inside the NFL Mind. We're going to talk about a lot today. We have a lot of news, a lot of updates, a lot of stuff coming out today. I am your host, Miami the Great. Please pull out your phones right now if you have them. Click that QR code up ahead of me. It should be on your right or left, whatever it's at, wherever you see it located. Scan that QR code, and that will take you to our Discord. When I say our Discord, I mean me and CJ's Discord, where you can do bets and learn how to follow bets. It seems like I will be returning real soon back to bets because I do not bet on baseball. But if you do like baseball, guess what? CJ is your guy. He does the baseball. Talk to him because I have no clue about it. At first I was, but not anymore. We have 6 more weeks before we are into the NFL season. How is everyone doing? We have a lot to talk about, guys. I'm going to talk about some mini camp. We're going to probably get into a couple bets. Probably going to probably go a little over. Usually I go 2 hours. Since it's not no football game, guys, I do want to get you guys adjusted. Me and CJ will return Tuesdays once the football season returns. It will be the EVP and Miami's NFL recap. Well, we will be recapping all of the NFL week of the football. Really give you guys our thoughts about the game, break it down, what they could have did better, how they could have did better, things like that. I think that would be something real cool. Like I said, we'll be just talking about shop like normally like shop. Me and CJ will be giving our opinion about what we feel like the team can improve and get a little better with the NFL as we look into some more NFL stuff. Like I say, guys, I'm glad you guys are joining us, and don't forget Inside the NFL Mind. Yes, I know I've been with you guys all off season. Well, most of the off season. I only missed 1 month, and that was in the month of I think February. We started in March, so you guys have been rolling with me since March. With the NFL, I already got a comment. We already live. I'll be. What he said looks like. Can I get your comment here? I don't know why it's not coming up. StreamYard is not loving me today. There you go. It says looks like we'll be there every Thursday. Yes. Far as I've been seeing, Thursdays have not been. It seems like there's been late games. At first I thought there was gonna be a morning game one Thursday, but I could have been wrong. But the first week of the NFL season, guys, that Wednesday, instead of me going live that Tuesday, I will go live Wednesday, and we will talk about nothing but that Wednesday game. It will not be how I'm doing now. I've been giving you guys my idea about what I feel about certain teams. I've been giving you guys updates, information. On Thursday, Inside the NFL Mind will only be giving you updates about who's injured, how the weather is. I'm going to give you guys prop finder bets. We'll talk about some DraftKings bets. We'll talk about even our new sponsor that's coming in soon, Intrigue, who's joining us soon. Hopefully, we'll get some more information about that with you guys. It's a little app on the side that will be joining the sports side of me and CJ. We'll be giving you guys information about that. Please join our Discord, man. I tell you, I'm gonna be back into it. I will be doing NFL, college bets in there, and we'll be doing NBA because I'm telling you, this NBA season is going to be crazy. Especially for me because I was hitting. I cannot wait to get back into doing bets. I've been kind of missing it, but we're 6 weeks away. Once we get down to 4 weeks, guys, I will start going back Tuesday and Thursday because there's so much information coming out nowadays of with the NFL. So I'm glad you guys are joining me, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content that I've been giving you guys. Listen to me and giving. Let me into your home wherever you're listening to me from. If you're at work, hear my thoughts about talk about some sports because NFL is around the corner. Let's get into it, guys. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, injuries, updates, and things like that. Let's get right into it. I think I didn't talk about this, guys. So um, let's talk about it. Let's see. Let's get into some NFL talks and some injuries updates, as we got a injury update here for inside the NFL Mind. Let's see. I'm trying to pull it up for you guys. I don't think it's up yet. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Hopefully it pulls up. If not, we'll talk about. Let's look at some footage. The Atlanta Falcons. Hopefully, I might got to restart my internet because it looks like it's a little slow here. Um, on my end. I don't know why they ain't pulling up. That was one of them. So okay, we got some footage. So we'll start off with the footage first. I guess until we can get the other stuff going right now, because like I say, we have a lot of videos and things like that. We'll pull up here on the site. Hopefully, we can get this up there for you guys. Is it up there? Just add that. Like I said, we got some photos here. This is from the Atlanta Falcons here. Mini camp, as you can see here. I like the photos here. Like I said, great passes. Looks like they're going to go with Tula Valoda. I don't know if you guys know. I'm going to give you guys an update about that information about what is going to you guys about the stuff that's going on with that. Um, like I say, great photos. It seems like the mini camp is doing pretty well for the Falcons. Like I say, we're already off to the mini camp discussions and stuff like things like that. Um, I'm going to give you guys some more stuff. We got some more information here. Um, as you can see, on one of the first days about the um, Browns here, which I've been discussing this with you guys. I'm not gonna lie, this is something that I've been telling you guys that we have been looking at here quite some time. Hold on, let's see. As you can see here, I got the wrong screen up. As you can see here, guys, we got you got Sanders here. This was on the day of the 29th, rest yesterday. Sanders did 16 completions out of 19. Not too bad. You got 0 touchdowns, no interceptions. Pretty good for him, especially when we seen last year. I was one of the advocates that said that he was maybe probably have to work on the interceptions. We know he didn't get a lot of reps, so maybe that's one reason why he didn't get a lot of. He had a lot of interceptions. Was not quite familiar with the with the off season here. Eric said Justin's about to make everybody dance. Yeah, yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, that is a great another team. You got who I think is going to make him start because they gave him, and I told you guys, as much as I want Sanders to start because I want to see, I want to see a complete season by him. Could they start off with Sanders? Maybe. I don't think so because they gave um Warren all this money. Um, 12 completions, 22 incompletions. That's not good. Um, yes, it's like a tracker. It says 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, which is already something that you don't want to do. Number 6, you got 17 completions out of 9. Not too bad. That's kind of almost at the halfway point. So um, not too bad here. I would say 1 interception. You got Green. He did 3 out of 5. That's pretty good too. That's at the halfway mark. 0 touchdowns, no interceptions. It looks like Green and Sanders are kind of like in between there. It looks like Green is not getting a lot of reps like Sanders, but I would love to see Green and Sanders maybe see how they go toe to toe on things when it comes to the quarterback positions and things like that. So that's something that we will definitely have to see as we go along in the NFL with the NFL news here. Um, Let me see. I got some more information about Steelers. We got a lot of information. Let's pull up here. We got some more news about ESPN and the NFL Network. It says the NFL Network is adding the ESPN app future extension year around NFL coverage. So, and I didn't know this. I thought you already could get the NFL Network on the ESPN. I'm more of a I just like Red Zone. I like NFL. I think I'm more of a I don't think it's NFL Network. It's the one that I think YouTube's TV provides. I think because the reason why I like it because you can watch maybe I think like 4 or 5 screens. You can custom make it yourself, especially if you're doing bets. Like a person like me, I usually do the teams that I normally have on bets on. I try to keep up with it. Sometimes I have two. I have my phone and that going at the same time because I'm trying to watch multiple games, not just because of bets, because of content too. I want to give you guys the best content I can give you guys out there. So that's something that definitely we'll have to take a look at once we get into the season. But like I say, we have the as you can see there, you have the NFL network going for the brand, as you can see, they got it for the coverage of the NFL um, network. Let's see, we're gonna stop that one and I'm gonna share this. I wish you could do 2 screens at the same time, but I don't think you can share 2 screens. We're gonna blow it up here for you guys so you guys can actually see it. But yeah, like I said, there was news that I just was saying right now, just a few minutes ago. Should be coming here soon. Yeah, so you see it says that the NFL network will be added to the ESPN app for the extension year-round coverage. I think this you got something going on Sunday, and you're working on the ESPN. You got, I mean, one thing about this is I think the one thing I do like about this, you have the multiple task screens, so you could probably watch 2 things at the same time. I know you can do it on the ESPN app. Like I said, YouTube TV does provide that. I'm thinking now, if I'm not mistaken, YouTube TV is now um, providing where even if you're watching a sport, it used to be like you couldn't customize it unless you're watching sports. But now I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I'm thinking now you can custom make if you're watching a show, want to watch sports, and want to watch something else. I think you can have 4 different screens now. I'm not for sure because usually I don't be on YouTube TV as much as I used to. There's a lot of stuff I got to get back into. Like I said, I'm more of a sports guy. I watch football. I believe it or not, I was watching a lot of basketball. I think this year I'll be watching a lot of college because I want to, like I say, provide the Discord when I get into the bets of providing y'all the best bets to win you guys some money, especially this NFL season. Like I say, I have a plan in mind. I think this week I'll start getting the stuff like I normally what I do is I normally um, take notes, get notes down on stacks, things how some of these players played last year. We got a lot of different players this year in the on the teams and on the game, so it's things like that. I think we have to take a look at and just see where we're going to go from there. So, yeah, can't wait to see where they're going to go with that and things like that. So we'll definitely have to see there um, when it comes to the NFL um, season. Let's see. Um, let's go to some more news here. I got. Let's see. We got should bookmark some of this stuff so I won't have to. It's giving me multiple screens when I tap on to the stuff. So hold on, guys. Let me see. We're definitely. I'm gonna definitely give y'all guys my thoughts about this Baker Mayfield stuff. We're definitely gonna cover that. Talk about this Baker Mayfield um stuff. Like I said, we got a lot of clips here going on. This is what I had to show you guys here as we talk about a retirement here. We got going on here. The Saints did announce that um, Taylor Hill is retiring. Looks like he's doing his farewell for the season. They put out this great video package. It was really it was being narrated by Drew Brees, who everyone knows is a probably I would say maybe a Saints Ring of Honor. We're going to talk about a lot of Ring of Honors, but like I said, I feel like, and this doesn't take me of saying I don't still feel like the Saints are not going to win. Um, Hill was a great quarterback when it came to running, and you had a passing. You did do the switching back and forth with the Saints, but I feel like the Saints now, and this makes me more feel like the Saints are more trusting in what they want to do, and this makes me say, well, they are believing in their quarterback, and I think so too. Like I say, the way the Saints left off at the end, if they come back in and can keep that momentum and build off of that momentum, they can win their division. Their division could be possibly the most easiest to win. Um, should they still worry about Carolina? Yes, I feel like they should still worry about Carolina, especially with the year Carolina is. Carolina has to play their best. Like I say, Washington is the best. If you're a team that barely didn't get by or barely got in, and you are coming into this year and saying, "Well, hey, we always it's always a window open." That's not true. You look at the Washington Commanders division. I I don't see how Washington even have a chance of getting inside the playoffs. I mean, yes, things happen. Things can go crazy. The roof can be on fire and they could win, which would be crazy because no one would see that coming. But I feel like the Carolina Panthers cannot take that eye off the ball. You got real close last year. I feel like you got to prove that again. Your division was way more tougher. Not saying Atlanta's going to drop down. I feel like Tampa Bay may take a dip, which we will talk about Tampa Bay. Like I say, I want to talk to you guys about Baker Mayfield, what I think about Baker Mayfield and what the things are going and how we're going into this division with Baker Mayfield and his thoughts about how he feels about right now with Tampa Bay. But right now, I feel like with all his weapons gone, he doesn't have maybe what it takes to win the division. Now we have seen Baker do some great things, but when he was with the Rams, even though the Rams didn't have Puka or nobody, the Rams was one well coached, had at least a decent team, and he did play well that game when he played with the Rams. Um, when he came to Tampa Bay, when he had these weapons and all these things and running game and all that, I'm not gonna lie, I was the first to say that Baker looked like he was an MVP candidate until he started losing his weapons, and then that's when you start seeing the wheels fall off the rails with Baker. That's why I feel like the Saints have a better chance. I feel like I'm just going off of last year. Now, I'm not saying that Atlanta can't because Atlanta could too. Atlanta has a possibility too. I feel like it could be Atlanta and Saints. I feel like Carolina has maybe the harder path because Atlanta maybe has something to prove. They have the talent. We have it. They have a new coach. They're going into the year. I don't think people are suspecting a lot from them. And they have a lot to prove. They paid their tight end. They paid their wide receivers. They seem like they're going with Tula. We're going off with a new um, quarterback. It seems like and they're not too happy with what's going on with Mike Pitts, which we'll talk about here soon. But it's a lot to go into. Like I say, I feel like Hill is a great quarterback when it comes to talk about quarterbacks. He was like that gadget type of quarterback when it came to talk about quarterbacks. So I feel like I said, I feel like the Saints are now believing in their team. They're not going to take a dip on taking a chance and taking a gamble with whatever they got going on with what's going on with the season. So we'll have to see. Like I say, I still have Saints winning in their division. So that's just me thinking out me. Speaking of the Saints, we have some breaking news that came out today, guys. I don't know if you've seen it. Speaking of the New Orleans Saints, let's talk about one of the wide receivers that they did sign 4 years today, Chris Ovens. They signed for 4 years extension. They signed extension worth up to $132 million. Shouts out to Sanders for breaking that news. Shepard, for breaking that news. And it seems like I say, Ovens is a great wide receiver. I feel like he could be that wide receiver that can get the Saints where they need to be. Is it a bad deal? No, I don't think it is. I feel like, hey, they feel like this is their guy. They think that they're going to go into with this as one of the people. Um, we'll have to see. Like I say, I think can the Saints beat a lot of good teams? Probably not, but they can probably compete. Well, I don't think they will lay down. I don't suspect them to lay down for no one. I hope not. But I feel like they can get over the hump with a lot of people. If you ask me. Let's talk about the Rams here, guys. Y'all already know this is my guy, Puka Nacua. I think I rave about him all the time. It seems like the NFL, people are raving about him. You got Puka Nacua has been always a star. Training camp has continued as it develops as a downfall threat. So it's saying he's still looking like a star, and that's one thing I can say about Puka, man. Puka feels like even if the odds are against him or not, I feel like no matter what, they can talk. He can still overcome it, and that's all you need from Puka. Can he overcome this stuff? Yes, he can. This guy almost came. I'm not gonna lie, he came closer to JSN and breaking Rice's record. Could he do it? Yes, as long as he can stay healthy. I think health is one thing if you do take that bet, because sometimes I think they have it. I didn't see it yet. Um, it could be out there. Like I say, you have to probably look through there. It could be on FanDuel too, which, like I say, some of those bets that we will be doing will be either on FanDuel or DraftKings in our Discord. Um, I mean, it could be on there. You can see it. Like I say, you can know um, which way you want to go, and with him, like I say, he's a guy. If he doesn't get an NTD, it's something wrong. I can't think of too many defenses that will stop him. Now, I mean, you have the New York Giants defense. I feel like they have a credible, good defense. Um, I think Dallas, long as they put the talent together and can do it, I feel like yeah, they can be the best team too. To maybe stop a team, but I feel like Dallas needs to put that talent into what they're doing. Um, Dallas scares me. I'm not gonna lie, they always scare me. I feel like because they have such the amount of talent on paper, a lot of people doubt them. That the way the games has been going and things have been going, I feel like um, that they're a team that could maybe overcome all the naysayers. Is their division hard to win? Yes. You still, I feel like New York, they can go toe to toe. I'm still worried about my Eagles, which I'm going to tell you guys why. We're going to definitely talk about that because I love my Eagles. I feel like my Eagles have much of the harder season than anyone. To be honest with you guys, I don't think I really am concerned about them, but we'll have to see if that's the case. So, um, things like that. We'll have to continue to see how they go and things like that here. So as we continue to look at some more footage, we have more mini camp photos here, guys. Mini camp photos incoming here. Here from the Minnesota Vikings, who I've been raving you guys about. Hey, I guess no one will listen to me, but get used to seeing these two names this season. Kyler Murray, throwing to JJ, and just to throw in here, I said that this is one of the people that could maybe possibly be in the conversation. I would not be surprised if he's not in the conversation. Possibly, I would not lie to you. I'll probably put him back. I'll put him down as comeback player of the year too. Um, Definitely, I'll probably put down um Patrick Mahomes because definitely, I mean, how can this guy do it? If this guy goes out there and play any half of what he does and carries his team to even a playoffs and they still don't win, I think he still automatically is going to be a winner, especially if they don't give him the MVP um, award. Because we all know that hey, as long as your team is over 500, they'll give you the um the award. So we'll have to see. Like I say, that get used to that name. I told you guys over and over again. Kyler Murray could be. I feel like this could be his breakout moment. It's a new team. He can find himself being new with this team and things like that. Um, let's get into some more news here and some more NFL talk here. We got PJ Washington. Washington was one of the toughest coverage of anyone in the Jaguars secondary putting up against him. He's got open over the middle of the field and relevant race, but his most important plays come on the sideline when it was clear that him and Trevor Lawrence are in a great place term chemistry. Lawrence has thrown to Washington long than any other target at the top receiver depth chart. is showing. So hey, put PJ Washington down for a person to key player to get a touchdown. Those NETDs to my betters out there, to people who want to make money. If you just want to do one bet and make some good little pretty much money, you want to stay safe. Normally, what I'll probably do this year, I'll probably stay in that four range of a game. Sundays we might do our mega low lottery, which is like more than eight. It's like to eight slips for games. I might do an NTD. We might do passes. We might go crazy for Sundays, guys, because I feel like if we pick the best game for Sunday, you can win some good money. I said, you guys, I think the Jaguars are going to come out guns blazing. I don't think they're going to take their foot off the pedal. Let me see who's all right now in their division real quick as I go over here to ESPN. Hopefully we can get to some schedule talk, guys, because we've been talking about some stuff. Let's see. Okay, so the Jaguars have Houston, Indiana, and Tennessee. Um, I'm not gonna lie. The Jaguars still might have a chance of winning their division. Houston defense, they have to come back how they was. The offense has to come back. I feel like the running game for Houston is going to be way better than it was last year. So you have that. You do have some great wide receivers on Houston. I think the Colts, I'm not too worried about them because you still have your tight end. You still have a good quarterback. You still have a good running game. Tennessee, I think the AFC South could be maybe one of the hardest divisions if everyone plays on accordingly. That might be one of the hardest divisions to get out of to win because most of four of these teams are good. Tennessee and Jaguars could be battling, but Houston, like I say, if Houston comes back, because I think Houston has maybe one of the biggest chips on their shoulders where they can may possibly be the ones to have more to prove. Like I say, hey, make sure you put PJ Washington on your list of any TDs, guys, because if that's one of the games that you see me talk about, um, the next couple of years, then that's why. So let's get into the Buccaneers talk of what I was talking to you guys about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers about Baker Mayfield. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts about this when we talk about it here. Let's go to the page here. Um, and this was from Sports Center. Shouts out to Justin Flowers, Jameson Flowers, from on his page. He said Baker Mayfield tells ESPN the Buccaneers official him a 2 year deal, which was possibility the most disappointing part. Wanting a long term commitment, adding to the Buccaneers is pretty far from a 50 plus million club, which he wants to enter. And like I say, man, this is the thing about this. Um, they didn't give Baker. They haven't gave Baker no weapons. Baker doesn't have no really technically good weapons. Now there are some still free agencies out there. I have been hearing some rumblings that hopefully I did put in um my notes here to talk to you guys about. But not saying Baker's not a bad quarterback. If you surround him around some decent good players, I feel like he can overcome, some a lot of things, a lot of stuff that we can see far as being a great quarterback. But I think he does need those players around him. So we'll have to see.
Right.
Um, let's look at here, and this is some more. We got here. I think this is. They said this is Matt. This is actually Matt Ryan. Because I know why people are looking at this, and this is like crazy that he's out there throwing. He's retired, but Matt Ryan's out there, practicing with the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, he's still got a good arm, but I mean, was Matt Ryan one of those guys that you really wanted in your camp to? Though I mean, he was a great QB at most, and getting the Falcons a couple wins, but he wasn't the guy for me to be like, oh man, he's the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. Like I say, he's another person that I feel like belongs in that ring of honor too. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Matt is a slouch, but we'll have to see if we'll have to see how it goes. We have some. I have a video here of the coach of the New England Patriots. Talk about. I don't know if you guys know, D Hawkins is on the New England Patriots. Does this worry me? Not one bit. I don't think this is going to be something. But let's see here. Let's play it here. I meant to do this. We're going to play the clip and let you guys listen to it. Let's play here.
Well, it was a great experience. Hops, not here, but it was a great experience for, I think, all of us. And I think that's what we try to do when, you have some of these, unique situations where, a player, a former player or whatever it may be, come in and help and learn, and they love fall. And so I think it was good for everybody. Well, it was a great experience. Hops, not here, but it was a great experience for, I think, all of us. And I think that's what we try to do when, you have some of
I
these.
don't know if y'all can hear it on your end. It's a little low on my end. But let's see here. It says here he was saying in the clip, he was saying D Hawkins is no longer coach with the Patriots. Oh, okay, so he's not there. Okay, because I was getting a report. It says, okay, it was a great experience. Hawkins is not here, but it was a great experience for, I think, for all of us. I think it is what you trying to do when you have something in a unique situation where a player or a former player or whatever it may be wants to come in and help and learn and their love for football. And so I think it was good for everyone. So I guess at first, because it was reported that he was with him, so I guess he's not with him. So he just visited. Huh. Well, it came out that it was saying that he was actually, that's crazy. I was reading reports saying he was with the people. Well, I guess D Hawks is not with him. And like I said, D Hawks, man, he had a good stretch, man, and he just ain't been the same. Is he a good number two? Yes, he's a good number two. I feel like he's a great number two. To believe it or not. So I mean, that's crazy. They just did a visit and that was it. So more news on Baker Mayfield here, guys. Is saying Baker um is not receiving a extension before his self-employed deadline. If you waiver this long to pay a franchise quarterback, it's only going to get worse. I'm going to have a big year. So Baker's saying he's going to have a big year, guys. Like I say, I don't put it out the ram of him. It'll be really interesting to see. Like I say, he's not out the case of winning that division because I mean I still am a little worried about Atlanta, and things like that. Like I say, you know, they say Baker's not happy. You got people, you have the analysts saying that he could possibly have a chance of being the MVP. Which, I mean, could he? I mean, maybe, but I mean, who knows? You know, I don't. It'll be hard, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys because I'm just looking at this as maybe a a possible like chance of him getting out there and doing what he does. But yeah, so we'll have to see how that goes for him. Like I say, Baker, he's a great quarterback. I'm not gonna lie. You put him around the right guys, I mean, he can win. We got a pass here from a no look pass from Matthew Stafford to I think this is Davante Adams here. Nice little setup. We got a pass play here. You already see shotgun right here. Great protection. Great. Ooh, scoop. That right there. I mean, I feel like that if that um player right there was playing, I think that would have been maybe an interception. Let's see. Let's run this back here, making sure. Oh, okay. No, he was in front of him. So, no, it probably would have been. No, not great. Defense there. Even though it's training camp, I feel like defense was there because he was in front of him. Great pass. He put it right there where he needed to be. Here and the defense was behind him. I'm pretty sure the defense would have caught him. Maybe if he was really playing, because he's right there. Unless I mean, the play could have still went that way, and you still had more people on the opposite side. Possibly could have been a touchdown. Maybe. I mean, it depends on who all you got back there, how many guys you would have had back there. Would have been some great yardage. I'm not gonna lie. Great pass, like I say, from Matthew Stafford, who I feel like could be a person that we could see a lot of great things from this year too. Um, will he be in the MVP conversation? Yes, but I don't think they'll let him win it again. Like I say, I feel like maybe most likely, hopefully they give it to someone new. Um, has it been a chance where they have you know gave him a chance? We'll never know. We'll have to see when it gets to that. But I have a another we have an interview here from Marvin Harris. He did also for minicamp. Let's play that, and we'll play that too. Let's play some. Because I got a lot of stuff for that.
It did seem though like before the injuries kind of picked up, I want to say like in December, but before that point, it seemed like you were kind of finding your stride. Are you able to take some comfort in kind of some of the stuff you did put on tape? I'm thinking about the Dallas game, some other moments kind of that around that time of year. Is that kind of, did that comfort you at all in the offseason, going into the offseason?
Comfort me, no. Personally, I just never really look at any positives. I mean, you probably should for your health, but I don't really look at many positives. It's always kind of the negatives. So, I mean, I don't really think about the Dallas game much or any other kind of games before, just always what to improve on. Yeah.
Why? Where'd that come from?
Probably my dad, truthfully. Yeah.
You've sat there and talked to us all the time about what Michael Wilson can do, and then for him to actually put it on tape last year and on the stat sheet as well. When you go into this season, how much of the attention that now is going to be on Mike might be able to open up some stuff for you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have a lot of weapons in the offense. Obviously, you have Trey and the Mike.
So that was a interview with the wide receiver of the Cardinals. So we'll have to see how they go. Like I say, I did get some news about who will be. It looks like they're going to start. I'm going to talk about who may they be starting for their quarterback. So we'll have to see how it goes here. I think this is the play they was talking about. Let me see. Oh yeah, I did see this. So I think this is the play we're seeing here.
It did seem though like before.
Hold on, let me go to this. Try to get banned, restricted. So was one of the plays they were talking about. They were saying that, and I did see this clip here. You got a another pass play right here. You can kind of see from the top right here. We'll see really better from the top once they go from the top. Here we go. Right here, you already boom. You got him. You got a wide receiver here. You got your tight end here too. I mean, the quarterback could have got right here because you only got two guys here, but you don't know if this guy could slide up. You got this guy here. So these are defenses you got in the white. Here you already got a guy. He's covered. Here, I mean, the cover's here too. So if the quarterback was, I mean, you could go here, but I mean, you could shoot it, maybe get right here. Defense is pretty much doing well right here. Let's play some little more. Boom. He's free, but you got a guy here. Right now, the quarterback, you got a defense guy here coming in for the sack, so he has to release. You got a defense guy here. You have a defense guy there. The only guy you have now open is here. Maybe this guy could get free, but you still have a defensive person here. Which maybe now the quarterback is going to Harris because I'm pretty sure this is Marvin Harris right here. So boom, okay, boom. We got a lot of options. We're still not sacked. Quarterback is still looking. Everyone, defense is looking. This guy's pretty far defense, but you got this defensive guy here standing. I'm surprised he didn't slide over here a little because you can go here, even though he doesn't got eyes behind his back. You got two guys now open. This guy's open. This guy's open. You still got two defenders here. The option here is either go here, which most likely you probably can. You can probably go here. But you still got your two guys here. So the quarterback decision here for me will be these two players here. So let's go a little bit more. Boom. So you went to the guy who I was thinking. Because like I say, boom, the guy who I was thinking was open. And it was right there. So you did go here. You went to this guy here. He's open. You got these two defenders. You catch that. You might get this defender to catch you because now it's only two defenders that can get you. This guy right here is going to probably try to cut back. This guy's already in motion to get to you. This guy's kind of pretty far. Now, it depends on if you can make this catch. Can you cut and get away from maybe this guy? Because maybe this is the only guy. Maybe this guy can maybe come back and give you a little more protection here and come back. But here, yeah, so you're open. There's no one around you. That ball, like I say, it was only two people as I went through the motions of this catch here. And you only had two guys. And like I say, the only guy that I would have went to is the one that the ball is going to now, which I think this is Marvin Harris. So boom, right there. And that landed in his hands. Let's go back. Let's go back. What is your hands doing? What is your hands doing? I tell my godson this all the time. Even though he went to the defense side, I don't know why he didn't stick with wide receiver. Like it's Daryl God dad. But those hands, if I was always told, if you, and I know everyone said was difficult, he's wide open. No one's a him. Maybe, yeah, he doesn't know this guy, but you got to make this play. Even if I feel like this guy's behind me, this player, this guy right here, I mean, you don't hear footsteps. What are you worried about? I'm still making this play because, hey, if this guy still, these two guys are near me, why am I missing this ball? What is your hands doing? What is the hands doing? You just dropped the ball. And this was a lot of times I was telling you guys about CD in the games. You've seen CD Lamb do stuff like this. That's why I always said I felt like George Pickens is the best receiver. And there's things like this. You're, as a wide receiver, you have to make a play like this. No one's around you. If this was a play in a regular game, everyone's dragging you because you're open. No one's near you. What are we worried about? Your hands are like this. Your hands touch that ball. You got to take the gloves off. I know they make the gloves these days. Take the gloves off. You want to use your hands. Use your hands. Whatever's the best thing. Now, hopefully, you don't do this in a real game. If you run the same play, you're open. You got to make this play. I already went down, play by play to the thought of where you game. He made sure that you was not going to be hit directly for that off the bat. Greg said it's official, game time. OT, good season ahead. Yeah, I mean, I feel like OT, yeah. That's why I like to talk about it. Like I say, I'm just breaking down the photos of what I seen. Like right away, I was like, there's only two people this can go to. He should, and Marvin Harris. I grew up watching his dad. And when he was playing for the Indiana Colts, he was number 88. I know a lot of people think of Peyton Manning because of the Broncos but I think of Peyton Manning because of the Colts. He did a lot of great things for the Colts and the Broncos. So I kind of put him in both, even though he loves the Broncos a little more than the Colts. But hey, I know why, because they gave him away for nothing. It was crazy. He should have gotten some more help. Once Marvin Harris was gone, I knew it was down the hill. And when your dad, like I say, and I feel like Marvin Harris Sr., not Junior here, was one of those wide receivers that wasn't talked about a lot, but he still made those great plays like the great wide receivers. Was he one of the best at the time? No, because there was so many more better than him, but he still was good. He still was decent. This guy made plays. If this was his dad, he would have made that catch. And I'm pretty sure his dad is calling him and saying, hey, man, you got to make that catch. You got to make that play. As you're doing this study filming, as to how we're doing here on Inside the NFL Mind, is you already see I supposed to make this catch right when you cut up. So, like I say, things like that, plays like that, he has to make sure he makes sure he catches. I seen the video online. I just wanted to show you guys that was the whole interview where he was talking about what it was like, how his coaches, getting on him and things like that. We'll definitely talk about that. I want to see, do we have the photos of this before I show you guys the Yep, we got it. So um, we have training camp here. Um, we got Jamar Chase. Shouts out to all my Bengal fans. If you are watching here, and we have Jalen Davis kind of get into a scuffle. Hey, it's training camp. It gets like that. Motions get involved. It's the passion of the game. Guys get it, kind of get into the shuffle here. Things like that. So things like that. But it is a interview that Jalen did that. I want to show you guys the content behind the interview before we get to the interview. So that's why I showed you what was it. But like I say, hey, it's it's the season of the of camp. It's going to be like that. So let's see. Greg said it said the Colts and the Broncos are the two teams. Broncos are now more than the Colts. Hey, okay. TD jersey. Oh yeah, man. Number 30. Yeah, man. That guy was a truth. But yeah, that was Jamar Chase and Jalen Devin kind of get into a little scuffle. So this is the reporters coming to him to ask him what kind of happened. I think I got it here. Where is it at? I'm gonna play it here. We're gonna play that here on the thing here for you.
Can you talk about what happened?
We just competing. That's all.
Hold up, guys. Let me get it up here for you guys. I don't want to play it. We'll go here. And this was actually his comments about the video that I was just showing you guys. And he's back.
Jalen, obviously, we all kind of saw the little scuffle out there with Jamar. Can you talk about what happened?
We just competing. That's all it is. We just competing. I always feel like the energy got to be like that. It got to be like that on both sides of the field. I hope it's a fight every day. Like I said, to get the energy going, like you said, we just competing, and that's it.
Jalen, obviously, we all kind of saw the little scuffle out there with Jamar. Can you talk
said
about what
the same
happened?
thing I said, like, and that's true. It's competition. Like I say, it gets like that. Hey, once they're on the field together, we're teammates. We're concerned about whoever we're facing against, and it's like that. It gets like that. When you're passionate, you made it this far. Guys get like that. So, and that's what the thing about this sport. Minicamp is always like that. You always got to think about that. I think that's one thing that we have to see as we go along. More information about Mr. Puka Nacua here. We have it says Puka Nacua is not expecting to receive a contract extension this offseason, which I kind of figured. I think he will be definitely, if he plays anything he's been playing, he definitely is going to get that bread next year. Especially coming off a year. I was not suspecting him to get an extension with so many players getting played. I think the Rams are playing it safe. I like the way they're doing it. They're not just giving out the money right away. But Puka Nacua is one of those guys that, I mean, hey, they have to do something next year. Now it says that he's playing out his final year of his contract before extending or franchise tagging him next offseason. I don't think they're going to franchise tag him. But we did see Pickens get franchise tag, but Pickens is in a different situation than Puka because you have CeeDee Lamb. You had a lot of people on the Cowboys getting paid. So I feel like Jerry was playing it safe, but I feel like next year Jerry has to play Pickens, especially if he plays 10 times better than CeeDee. If CeeDee doesn't, like I say, I say that plenty of times here, guys. CeeDee has to make those plays. CeeDee has to make those catches at the end of the day. That's what I feel. But we'll see how does the Rams go far as extending Puka next year, which I feel like they're going to do. They should. This is a great talent. I don't see. I mean, man, you lose Puka, where could he go? Could you imagine Puka and Patrick Mahomes together? My God, that would be like a Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes situation. So you don't want this guy to go to a team that he can have a great wide receivers. I would say Burrow is a great quarterback. You got even you got Lamar Jackson. I still put Lamar in there. Lamar still has a great arm. You still have Josh Allen. You still have the quarterback for the Giants. You still have the quarterback for hell. You still even have the Eagles. Quarterback Hurts. I know a lot of people don't like Hurts, but Hurts. Um, um, I don't see Sam. I mean, Sam Donald does need two different guys, but I think putting Puka and Jess on the same team, that someone's not going to get their yardage because both of those guys are so evenly matched on the scales of getting yardage. So I feel like the Rams fit Puka right now. I feel like where he's at is where he needs to be. And that's just what it is. That's how I feel about when it comes to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Puka Nacua. I said Patrick Mahomes. So we'll see. But let's get into some more news. I was talking about Texas earlier today, guys. Let's talk about CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud says, and the Texans do not seem close yet on a contract. Another extension. Houston believes that Stroud remains strong on the team, views him as a franchise quarterback. I think, you know what I think? And part Houston. This is why I say Houston has so much, even Stroud has so much on the line. Because last year, there is a lot of teams that got so much better. Houston defense saved Houston. Let's just call it what it is. But I feel like the Rams have got better. I feel like the 49ers have got better. So a lot of teams have got better. Let me see here. Now, Houston in their division, could they win? Yes. It's a tough division, though. I'm not going to lie. Buffalo, I feel like Buffalo has a good team. New England, the things they're going through, they'll still be good. Could they make it to the playoffs? Yes. I mean, I feel like they could be a possibility. I feel like NFL could throw them in the playoffs. Baltimore, yes. I feel like they still are a credible threat. I think if Cincinnati stays healthy, I think they have the slight edge of Baltimore. Cincinnati has to win their division. I would not be surprised if Cincinnati wins the division. Everyone is banking on the Ravens. I think Cincinnati needs to get, reason why I say that, because Cincinnati needs to be back in the conversation of doing what Cincinnati does. Saying that your quarterback is an MVP in the MVP conversation. Saying Chase needs to get this money that some of these wide receivers have been getting, need to be getting. So I feel like the Bengals could take a head on their division. Are they better than Houston? Yes. I feel like, but like I say, Houston defense was so great last year. Can they come back? That's the thing about it. We have to understand. Can a team come back the same way? Most of the majority of the time, it's not. It's not the same thing. You cannot suspect the same thing that you suspected from a team last year. Sometimes a team falls off the rails. If Houston falls off the rails, it's the Jaguars or Tennessee's game on this list. AFC West, I feel like they have a lot of strong people that could maybe push the Houston Texans out. Hell, Denver Broncos still are in the conversation. They got real close. Yes, the Chiefs was falling apart. I still am a little on the fence about the Chiefs, about Patrick Mahomes. I seen the video. I might put it up here where Patrick Mahomes was playing with his knee down there looking like it was injured. And I was like, my God, there's no way this guy's gonna get through a season like this. I'm surprised y'all are gonna put this guy on the field. This is y'all franchise. And I'm like, hey, we'll have to see. Like I say, if this guy goes out and play any percent, or if he plays, let's say 80% of what he plays, he still can get this team to a playoffs. I mean, they have Kansas City has the running game now. Their division I'm looking at here, only people I'm worried about is Chargers and the Broncos. That's the only team. AFC East, you got Dallas and, like I say, New York. There's the only ones. I know I love the Eagles. I have to be biased, but Dallas and the Giants have the better team when it comes to the East. Commanders, I don't see how. The Commanders have missed it. I feel like the Commanders have missed that window. They'll have to prove to me that they can get past this team. If they can beat the New York Giants at least probably more than once, then hey, then this is a team we overlook. AFC North, you got Bears, Denver Lions, Green Bay, the Vikings. I love this division. Lions have always played with house money. Bears, I'm still a little concerned about them. I think the Vikings take this division. I've been saying it, guys. I think the Vikings are going to take this division. I said it over and over again. I got the Vikings winning this division with no problem. I feel like the Vikings have more to lose than anyone. AFC South, I already told you guys. I think these Saints got it. Now, can Carolina be behind them? Yes. I think Carolina and Atlanta probably may have the same record or close to the same record. The only team I'm worried about in the AFC South is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I've told you guys that plenty of times. AFC West, it's going to be either Rams or 49ers. Cardinals, we're not worried about them. I think Seattle, they're not going to be too bad, but I feel like the Rams and the 49ers are going to be way better than Seattle this year. So that's just my thoughts. Like I say, Houston is maybe waiting to see more from Stroud, especially this year. I named a couple teams that he has to look beat. If he can beat most of those teams that I have said, then hey, he will probably get that contract extension. So we'll have to see. Let's go to some news. We have an injury update here from the Browns. The tight end from the Browns is fully. Oh no, it says. Oh no. Okay, so he had a groin injury. He was fully to go at the beginning of training camp after undergoing off-season surgery. So it looks like he's good to go. Browns have their tight end. Hopefully he can come in and be a great key player for the Browns. So we'll have to see for the Browns. Like I say, Browns need all the help they can get. I think they are probably, especially with the hit they took with Myles Garrett, I think their defense is going to have to really overcome a lot of the things that they have done when it comes to the NFL stuff. So let's take a look here. We got an interview from speaking of, I would not be surprised, guys. This is just a wild theory. With what happened with Max Cosby, and I don't know if the Ravens, I mean not Ravens, but Raiders gave him an extension. With what happened with Myles Garrett, I won't be surprised if Cosby goes to the Browns, because it would not shock me next year. Especially what happened with the Ravens and he's coming back. I would not be surprised, guys. It's just something it's just something that came up in my head before we watched this interview, since we're talking about Max Cosby. But let's talk about let's get to Max Cosby.
You know, it's a funny story. It was back in back in OTAs, but I was out there doing a walkthrough and I'm getting in a stand. I looked at him and started just laughing out loud, and I don't even know why, but he's like, "What are you you laughing at, bro?" I'm like, "I've never seen a linebacker that big. Like, I've never played with a linebacker that looks like the size of me." And he's like, "No, bro, it's gonna be different." You know what I mean? So it's just cool. You know, there's so much, so many new faces and a lot of really talented guys on all three levels. And you know, for me, it's the best. You know, we want the best guys out there. The guys who are gonna, you know, jump on the grenade and be in the foxhole with you. And you know, that's what training camp's for. You figure out who those guys are, and then, you know, through the season, you see how everyone progresses. So it's exciting.
So that was Max Cosby there on his team, one of his teammates that he will be playing with this year of the NFL season. Like I say, I don't know what's going to go on with Max Cosby and the Raiders this year. And I'm suspecting, tell me, to be honest with you guys, I have to see it to believe it. You know, so we'll have to see how things go when it comes to the NFL and the NFL season. Let's get to some we was going to talk about. I was telling you guys about the video of the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. We got a decent pass from Patrick Mahomes to the new husband of Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce. Here, like I say, always connection. I mean, easy any TD. I think the thing here what concerns me is this. It's worrying the heck out of me, guys. I'm surprised the organization is going to go along and let him play. He's moving pretty good for him to just have a ACL, but you got to think about it. Teams are going to be targeted for that with no remorse. Now, are they going to get a lot of flags? Maybe so. You might going to definitely get hell, I won't be surprised if they do Patrick Mahomes the Tom Brady way. You touch him just a little, you might get a flag. But we'll have to see. Like I say, I think I'm more concerned about how he's going to hold up this year when it comes to playing through that and with that, because that's like I'm telling you guys, that's like, you know, blood in the water for you know, teams. I mean, could they still call it? Yeah, you're probably still going to get a couple flags on there, but I mean, hey, if you get a flag play on there, then then what? You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see what goes on with that. Like I say, it was one of my concerns. I seen the video and I was like, we'll have to see how that goes. Let's get into some more NFL updates and news. Here, and one of the guys I have NFL, I'm not going to tell you, DraftKings or FanDuel, my bet I already got on this guy. If you guys was here earlier, I did put in a couple bets because they had an early bet of like how many TDs you think the certain rookie players will get. But once I seen this, I said, oh, I might be fucked. Because it says right here, says Eagles rookie wide receiver Lemon has took reps with the punting receiving team during special team workouts. And I was like, oh my freaking God. Oh my God. What are we doing? I don't see Smith going into this by himself. I really don't. I don't see Smith doing this by himself. Lemon can still, I feel like you have to have, I'm hoping that you can have Lemon on some of the short plays. He seems like a good kid. Seems like he had a good head on his shoulders. I like what he was saying. We stole him out of the draft. I played it here on you guys when he did the draft. I definitely got to do a draft live nation because I'm sorry I missed it. But I feel like, it's just something that we got to see. Shouts out to my boy, the tribal kingpin. He says, yes, woke up, bro. Did you talk about Gibbs yet? No, I haven't. But I did say something about the Lions, but I wasn't talking about them yet. I was just going over the how I feel about teams and who could win their division. But no, we have not got to know Lions news yet. So not yet, Kingpin. Shouts out to my Lions fans, man. I like I said it earlier, when we was discussing their division. Like I say, in their division, you still got the Bears, who really did a great, phenomenal job. Green Bay, I feel like, and I think I do got the news. If I'm not mistaken, I think they said that Michael Parsons will be back at the Cowboys game. I think when they first take on the Cowboys. I think with Green Bay, though, is their defense, can it get better? Because I feel like their defense wasn't great. And I think that's what they was missing. I feel like when it comes to your Lions, I think, and I keep saying this, I feel like the Vikings could be mostly that threat this year when it comes to the Miami Dolphins. I meant that Miami Dolphins. Detroit Lions. So that this is something that I think, but we haven't got to the Lions yet. We'll see if it's any news. If not, I will definitely talk about them. We'll talk about some more stuff. I like the Lions. Like I said, I think I still say they're playing with house money. They have to get over that hump. Like I say, man, it might be a little harder for them this year because I feel like the Vikings got so much to prove. I just got this feeling that I have to see it. The Lions are not out of the Rams. I'm not saying, they're going to fall off the wheels. I really feel like I'm more worried about the Bears than anyone. So that gives a window for, I really feel like the door is more open for the Lions than the Bears because of some of the trades the Bears have done. We all know that Williams is on the cover of Madden, so we already know the man curse. Even though people don't get hit with it now, and some do. So, hey, can he overcome it? I mean, it's possible. Patrick Mahomes did it, and hey, but I feel like the Lions are not still out of the conversation yet. Yes, the Vikings are good, but I feel like they got good quarterback-wise. The Lions, I feel like they definitely don't get in this year. You'll probably see a lot of changes. I think that's when you'll say, oh, man, I think they're going to just start doing some more stuff and freshening up some more things. But we'll have to see as we get into the some more talk about the NFL, more NFL talk. Let's get to some more Bengals talk, guys. We got some Bengals more talk. A lot of Bengals news I have here today. Shouts out to my Bengals fans. You see that boy T. Higgins and Jamar Chase pulling up at training camp. I feel like the great 1-2 combination outside of Pickens and CD, even though I know I'm hard on CD Lamb. He does make some great plays. I just feel like some of those plays when it comes to actually catching some of those plays that he needs to play, I feel like that can get the Cowboys over the hump as being that second. I will put Higgins and Chase one as the 1-2 combination, and then Pickens and CD. That's what I would do. But hey, shouts out to the like I say, shouts out to the Bengals fans. We'll definitely have to see what Chase and T. Higgins will bring this year. Like I say, as long as that quarterback is staying healthy, I feel like they can get over the hump. They have to. I think I've been saying it over and over again. The Bengals have to get back into that conversation. If they don't get into that conversation this year, I think a lot of people will just forget about it, and they'll become a thing of the past. When it gets to this year. Let's get into some more injury update, guys. this is for the Atlanta Falcons. Shouts out to all my Atlanta Falcon fans. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Michael Pitts still is dealing with a knee. Adrian says that he might be it might be another 4 weeks before he is clear. So it looks like we're going with either Tula or someone else when it comes to starting quarterback. Man, this line is going to have to protect Tula with their life. Not saying that linemen don't. That's their job, to protect the quarterback. I don't think the Atlanta Falcons had a bad offensive line, because B.J. Robinson would have not got all those yardage and touchdowns. I feel like B.J. Robinson is one of maybe that boy's a beast. Feel like he's still being overlooked. But yeah, so it looks like it's going to be another 4 weeks. He's not doing training camp. So that's why we've been seeing, and I know I have been seeing a lot of videos of Tula, and I was like, man, I'm seeing a lot of videos of more Tula. I'm like, is they going to go Tula Valola as the quarterback, which would be crazy, because not saying Tula can be that guy. One, it's a new quarterback. You got a new team. You got a new coach. You're in a new area. Atlanta is one of those teams. I've been to an Atlanta game. I know how the Atlanta Falcons are when it comes to their fandom. They're really big on coming out there to support their team, especially Atlanta Falcons. I feel like maybe if I'm going to be honest, I feel like it's Falcons, Hawks, and then it's Braves. When it comes to their team, it seems like to me. It could be maybe Hawks, Falcons, and then Braves, but whichever way it wants to go. Shouts out to all my people that are from the ATL. But does this affect them? Maybe so. We'll have to see. But I mean, we'll see. Speaking of some more updates, we got some updates on the update here from Adam Shepard. This came out yesterday. It was like former quarterback Kyler is working out. He was working out yesterday with the Carolina Panthers. One thing I did notice about the Panthers, they're getting a lot of sort of decent quarterbacks, and that's cool, because you want to make sure if your quarterback gets hurt, can you have a person that can keep that team up and float for how many games your quarterback could be out or whatever. So there's nothing wrong with that. Like I say, not a bad move, smart move on Carolina. It seems like they're being more safer on that end. Not saying they don't believe in Bryce Young. I feel like they do. I don't think they would. I feel like he will be their franchise player. I feel like I say, that's another team that we have to see dealing with that stuff. Speaking of here, let's see. Oh man, okay, so I did not see this, so I was wrong. Some more Atlanta news, man. Atlanta, y'all are really gonna be in some deep trouble. If Atlanta quarterback Tula is dealing with a tight badness and Pickens is still not practicing during his knee injury, the Falcons are signing vet quarterback Cooper Rush. And everybody knows, if you know formerly Cooper Rush, he's pretty decent. You know what? This is not bad. It's not bad. It's not, oh my God, the house is on fire. Let's start rounding up the cavalry. Rush is not bad. I did not know that Tula was dealing with dealing with some back tightness, which is crazy. We all know about Michael's knee injury, because I just was reading that to you guys. Man, oh man, Atlanta, and this is why I told you guys, man, the Saints can take their division. They can take it, because I can only see maybe Carolina maybe giving them that possibility of a challenge, but I mean, Atlanta's going through a freaking lot, man. Now Rush when he played with the Cowboys, he was playing better than. I mean, it was some plays that he was doing a little better than Dak. Don't get me wrong. Rush is pretty decent. He can be that guy. He can carry that team. But that can be some great games between him and the Saints. Don't get me wrong, but we'll have to see how that goes when we get to the whole thing. So we'll have to see. Like I say, we'll have to see what goes on with that. I was going to show you guys the DUI footage of Tony Romo. That is too freaking long. That thing is like 5 minutes or something. So we might strict us on YouTube, but we'll pass by that. Let's see. We got some Sleeper gave us some contract updates here, guys. Let's talk about this real quick as we talk about some more. It says Sleeper daily updated rounds here where Jalen Carter is, if everyone knows, he had that 4-year deal, $152 million. You got the cornerback Ward. He was signed for 2 years, $62 million. O'Neal, right Tillman, he had a 4-year deal, $96 million. Players that are good to go. You got Atrum, you got McCullers, you got Taylor, and you got Dillons. Players that are placed on the PUP list. You got Michael Parsons. Okay, that sounds about right. Jalen Ramsey and Porter Jr. That sounds about right. And finally, will Baker play out his final season contract after a two-side fail reaching a extension? Yeah, I mean, where will he go? There's no place for you to go, Baker. I mean, can you go to Miami? Yeah. I mean, depending on what goes on with Miami, I think Miami's the only team you could maybe possibly have a chance of going to. Maybe Arizona. Like I said, I still feel like Arizona still needs that quarterback situation, but we'll see. Justin Herbert gets married. We all know. Saskatchewan got into a car accident, but he is okay. Aaron Rodgers confirmed that this is his final season, which I've been telling y'all guys about that. Good blitz. Trevor Lawrence is back. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. Or is it Travis Hunter? Maybe Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter. Vikings quarterback competing. Official begins. I feel like it's gonna be. I'm about to say Kirk Cousins. It's gonna be Kyler Murray. I don't think it's no bad. Raiders named their starter. It's of course we know it's gonna be Cousins. For now, Jerry wants Matt Cosby. I did not even read this, and that was crazy. It's crazy. I did not read this, guys. I swear. I was like, it just was coming to my mind because I was like, well, that was with the Cowboys. I don't think he'll get him. I think Cosby is going to go to the Browns. Could he go to the Cowboys? I don't. Jerry, do you have enough money to give to Cosby for him to come? We know how you are when it comes to money, Jerry. So, I mean, this was 43 days ago. This was on the 28th, but I don't know. We'll have to see, man. Jerry, he makes some deals, happen sometimes. Cosby can. I see Cosby as a Cowboy. Maybe. I maybe can. We'll have to see. That'll be really interesting. Let's go to some training camp power ranks here as we start off the training rank power ranks from the NFL. I think this came from whose site here we got. Fox Sport. Coming in at number one, everyone knows. I feel like the people are really raving for the Rams. One is the Rams. Broncos, I never counted them out. 3 comes in the Ravens. 4, I'm surprised Seattle is up that high. 5, you still got the New England Patriots because, of course, most of these teams got into the playoffs. Buffalo Bills, of course, I think is a fan favorite. I think people are really suspecting them to go all the way. My Philadelphia Eagles are really at number 7, which I'm surprised. Right behind us, we have the Bears. So it seems like someone is seeing something that I'm not seeing. So there's still belief in the Bears. I have to see it. Once I see it, maybe so. Like I said, I'm not saying the Bears cannot get over the hump. I feel like they can. Number 9 is the Houston Texans. They're still in the mix. Number 10, you still got the Cincinnati Bengals, which is good. Crazy. You're still in that top 10 Bengals. So you definitely got to do your best in staying healthy and getting. I feel like it's either playoffs or bust for the Bengals, man. It has to be playoffs or bust. Jaguars, of course, number 11. I feel like they're a little too low. I feel like they should be higher. I think Jaguars are being overlooked. I'm surprised San Francisco is at number 12, but hey, San Francisco is kind of complete. They are a good team. I feel like they do have a great team. Number 13 is the Kansas City Chiefs. 14 is the Chargers, who I feel like another team that's being overlooked. 15 is actually the Lions, which I feel like is a little too low too in that 15 power rank. 16 is Green Bay. They must see something we're not seeing when it comes to that. I really put the Vikings in front of the Green Bay Packers. But we'll have to see. But right behind the Packers, we have the Vikings. Speaking of the Vikings, you have Vikings over Carolina. You have Dallas. They're at the number 19 slot. Tampa Bay is really high. I'm surprised Tampa Bay is this high in the power rank. They're over New York Giants. I would put the Giants way higher than the Tampa Bay and the Cowboys, even probably maybe Carolina. But we'll have to see. Atlanta's in the 22 spot, which I mean, look what's going on in Atlanta. It's like crazy pandemonium going on there. Atlanta's starting to worry me with all this news coming out. It seems like they're not going to probably have one of the best years, guys. So get prepared for that, Atlanta fans. Like I say, do not be surprised. I said that before the season started. No one's listening to me. Saints might win this division. Colts are really higher than I thought they would be. They're at that number 23 spot, my favorite number 23. 24, another favorite number of mine. Pittsburgh Steelers. Surprised they're that high. Saints are really too low. They're at that 25 spot. You got the Commanders that are really high. I'm surprised they're at 26. I will put the Tennessee Titans over them. Browns are 28. They're over the Raiders, which okay, I give them that. Jets, I give them that. Miami, maybe so, and Arizona. Arizona comes in last, and I've been saying that Arizona could be maybe the team that possibly can't get over that hump. We'll have to see. Shouts out to the power rank of the NFL that came out on the 28th. So that came out actually yesterday, guys. So that's like kind of new of the power rank of the guys. Well, that came out 2 days ago, so my bad. 2 days ago. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. I think we just talked about this here, but we will discuss it again. Here with the Chicago, not Chicago Bears, Browns, Cincinnati Browns, cornerback Ward did get that 2-year extension. I was saying y'all guys that earlier. It was worth $62.2 million deal with a $52.3 million guarantee. So hey, he gets that guaranteed money. They have to owe him no matter what. Shouts out to the Browns for making that move. Like I say, I feel like the Browns need all they can get, especially now on defense. I would not be surprised they go into the trades and get some more people on that defense, because I think they're going to have to start rebuilding that defense quick in a hurry, if you ask me. Let's go into some more news about let's see, is this a signing? So yes, it says 49ers are signing former Dallas free agent linebacker Bell for a 1-year contract. So shouts out to you, Bell, linebacker. 49ers, like I say, 49ers, I feel like is a team that really trying to build to get. I mean, they always get to the playoffs, but I think they need to get far to the playoffs. Can they get it? Yes. I mean, I feel like the only people that can stand in their way is the Rams in their division. So we did talk about that with the 49ers. So we'll have to see. Actually, the season of the 49ers. Let's see more news. I say. Be going over the here. Yes, news here for you guys, for you all, you Seattle Seahawks fans that are coming off of that Super Bowl win. You have the running back for the Seattle Seahawks that will say it will be a close call, but could be ready for week 1. Suffering a torn ACL during the division round, which I mean that was pretty close back in January, so that'd be pretty close call. I don't think will he be ready? I wouldn't rush it because that was like not too long ago. Patrick got hurt way early. I think he got hurt way before June, so that's why he's so back so quick. So we'll have to see. We'll definitely keep an eye on that, guys. If I see any news about it, I will report it here before the season starts. We'll have to see about that. Like I say, we'll have to see how Seattle goes about their running game and how they are going into the running game here. Let's look here. We have some top 3 wide receivers, guys. Let's see if you guys agree with that. Here is from a reporter saying that his top wide receivers are Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, and Tyreek Hill. Whoever he had to cover his top 3 wide receivers. Devontae, I give you that. Chase, he already said that, and Tyreek Hill. Not a bad list of people he said he had to cover. I mean, in his opinion, that's how he might feel. So, hey, shouts out to him for saying that a lot. I mean, hey, he knows who he has to cover. I mean, who he has his top 3 wide receivers. He feels that are top 3 wide receivers that he has to cover. Let's get into this. Let me pause that. Sorry, guys. I think we've seen this video. I don't know, but some more Arizona video. I got more Arizona videos than anything. That what came on my timeline, training camp. But let's look at some video. Let's see if this could be the same one. I think this will be a running play. Let's see here. I got a lot of no, this is a throw. Nice throw. Just a quick though. It wasn't nothing too big. Just another training camp from the Arizona Cardinals. They're showing the Cardinals a lot, man. I've been seeing them on my timeline a lot. Far as doing things here. I'm gonna love. Speaking of love, here we got a love sighting here. That's one we'll start calling it here once we get to. I hate it does that. Here, great run here from him. Let's take a look here. Great run, great cut. Defense really kind of clogged up the hole here. It's a great cut, trying to find that block there. So not too bad. I think a lot of people are seeing, is he going to actually I feel like they're going to start him. They're going to start him. I want to see how he does. I think he's going to be a great running back. So we'll have to see. Shouts out to Love. I think that will be definitely a name you will see and hear from as the NFL goes. Like I say, it's definitely possibility of him getting a NETD. From tough defenses, I don't know. We'll have to see. I think that's going to be the challenge of them facing tough defenses and doing what they're doing once it comes to it. Doing it. Let's talk about the Browns. The Browns head coach was saying, how can Sanders be can win the starting job? He says, getting the ball out quick, not taking as any negative plays, option to the defense quickly and efficiently, and better adjustment at LOS. So, and like I said, I read off the stats that he did for the first track from, like I say, could they start him? I think so, but I don't know. Like I say, that was a lot of money you put on, what's the name? I don't see no one taking him for that money. Maybe the Jets. Maybe it could possibly be a possibility. We don't know. We'll have to see once we get into it. But I mean, it's just gonna be really, 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 really weird how they go once we get into the season of the NFL. So it's something that we definitely got to see. Let's see. Why Houston? And like I said, there was a game here. We'll show here from Houston, Texas. They were second on Arizona. We were just talking about Arizona. So
second half. Stroud on first down. He was looking downfield. He's
love. Let me go back here real quick. Let me show y'all this. Let's put the ball back into his hands.
He was looking downfield. He's got.
I love that shuffle. He did. He was like, it's kind of like he slided over. I like that. Like I say, CJ Stroud is not a bad quarterback. Great vision. He's going to put it in the pocket. It's going to go right in the basket.
End zone down. Leaping grab. He's got it.
Great pass. Great
Touchdown,
pass.
Texans.
Pass. Defense. I have no clue what
CJ Stroud just directed that play because
second half. Stroud on.
I wish I could see like the full play there of the field. I'm gonna start seeing if I can find video like that. But like I say, great sliding over to the adjustment there. Not a bad, sliding over to the main thing here. Let's go into some more news. We got some Packers news, which, like I said, offense. I'm not worried about Packers offense, guys. I'm not worried about that offense. We know how great of a tight end Kraft is. Looks like he's expected to play week 1 against the Vikings, of course. I mean, like I told you guys, Vikings are coming in as a threat. This could be a good game. offensive wise. I think more of a defensive thing. Who defense can stop whose offense? This will be a great way of seeing if the Vikings can come in and stop the Green Bay Packers. I do like this. Him being suspected to play. So I mean, yeah, any TDs, this guy can score and get into the red zone. He has a nose for the red zone, so we'll have to see. Shouts out to Green Bay. We'll definitely keep an eye on them. Like I say, you'll probably hear me and CJ definitely talk about them on week 1 of the NFL. We'll have to see. Let's talk about, speaking of Green Bay, we have some more news on Green Bay here. Mike Parsons is expected to miss the first month and a half of the season. So it seems like he's only going to be out for a month and a half. So that's like what, week 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're thinking week 5, maybe 6, maybe. It said he's probably going to return week 6, which I was saying, at Lambeau Field against Dallas. I think that's when he'll come back. He'll probably, if he's ready by week 5, they'll probably let him rest up a little bit more. Let him come back week 6. Can Dallas win that game? It might be a good game for Green Bay. Come back week 6. Michael knows this team better than anyone. I have to see, is Michael Parsons coming back to be healthy? Is he coming back to be healthy? Then there's a possible chance that Green Bay could take it, but I don't think so. Like I say, we have to see how Green Bay. I was more worried about Green Bay's defense than anything. So it could be coming back week 6 of the NFL. So possibly could be a possible win for them. So we'll have to see. Got some Eagles news that we was talking about. Finally has some news on my team, the Eagles. Everyone knows I love the Philadelphia Eagles. They were one of the NFL teams that I do love. It says and this was on another day. It's not breaking news today. So this was actually on the 28th. So this was on the 28th. It says the Eagles are signing the two-time Pro Bowl selector Jalen Carter to a 4-year deal worth up to $152 million expected. 4-year, $152 million expected, worth to $160 million, including $106 million guaranteed. That's not making him that now makes him the highest defensive player tackle in NFL history. And his agent Drew and his agent. So shouts to him. It says Carter will now be under contract with the Eagles through 2031. So shouts out to him, man. I mean, hey, getting your money, man. He will be with the Eagles all the way up to 2031. So can't wait to see what he brings to the defense for the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like one thing about the Eagles is that we do have a pretty decent defense. I think our defense, if we can play year round, all cylinders, I feel like they can possibly get over the hump when it comes to thingy. So we'll have to see what goes on with that. Let's talk about some Steelers. Shouts out to all of my Steeler fans. Guess what? We got some Steeler news. It says the Steelers are planning to move DK Metcalf around the Formula more this year. You all know that they have the head coach who used to be the head coach, Michael. Used to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, is now the head coach of the Steelers. Mike Tomlin is no longer there. It says we need him to go. Decap, we need him to go, and Decap it can be a game changer. So it looks like they're going to use Decap in different formats and different structures. We'll see how they're going to do this. Really interesting. Seeing we all know the trouble that Decap got in with the fan, that whole thing, and it's set the whole thing off rails. Do the Steelers have a tough path of getting into the playoffs? I feel like so. I think, like I say, I'm not putting nothing past the Ravens. I'm not putting nothing past the Bengals, especially if the Bengals stay healthy. I think the only team I'm more worried about is maybe the Browns. Even if they say Sanders is starting, I still want to see how it can turn out. Would it be a disaster? That can maybe make things fall off the rails. Who knows? So the Browns are not. They have to figure out what they got going on. So we'll have to see how that goes for the Steelers and the whole team of what they got going on. So we will see. Like I say, DCAB is. I mean, it was a lot of times I had him on slips. Did he make plays? No. Sometimes he did. Sometimes he did. I see a lot of people get a little frustrated about him. So, so we'll see what goes on. Speaking of Minnesota Vikings, guys, this is one thing that I said that you guys, it says Minnesota Vikings officially will induct Aiden Peterson. If you know about AP, you know. If you don't, hey, go. Hey, there's you young football players, young kids out here, people who love football, who don't know about football, who just learned about football. If you want to learn about football and the pass of football, AP was that guy when he was a running back. He is finally going into the ring of Hall of Fame. About time. November the 9th. It will be Vikings versus the Buffalo Bills. It will be Monday night. So, man, maybe this was one of the games I was thinking maybe the Vikings could take it. Most of the majority of the time when they put someone on the ring or under, it could be Buffalo. I think Buffalo might take the win here. Just because I'm not saying the Vikings are going to fall off the canvas. Hopefully that it'll probably still a great game. I think it'll be a great challenge. And if I didn't say this, I think it'll be a great challenge for the Vikings. Shouts out to AEP. Congratulations, man. It's well overdue. He should have been in the Ring of Hall of Fame. Like I say, if you know, you know. If you don't, you might need to know. Go Google it. This guy is it was the guy. He was that guy, man. For real. So shouts out to you, AP. Hopefully, we get to see that that game, and hopefully it's a good game. It's a Monday night game too. So we'll see how they go about that, how they do that. I feel like the Vikings are going to really try to play their best to try to redeem AD. I think here. Let me see. So let's go. We got some news about, and I know you guys have been hearing about it. Stefon Diggs, here, right here, boom. It says at least 5 teams are checking in with Stefon Diggs. Diggs feels he can be a really good number 2 receiver for a team. And it's including Washington. I think it said. I think I did see the 5 teams here, guys. Let me see. I think it said the 5 teams. I thought I had it. Maybe I don't. But like I say, hey, 5 teams are interested in them. I would not be surprised if they're not interested in them. We'll have to see if they're not interested in them. We'll have to see. Hold on, guys. Let's see. I think. See somebody live, so I do not know. But So yeah, we'll definitely have to see how they're going to go about Stefan Diggs. So let's go to some more news we got here. So here we got the NFL did rank the top 10 defenses. They got number 1 Seattle. 2, of course, Houston, which I've been telling you guys. If Houston comes back, Houston is that defense you got to get over. Of course, the Rams are going to have a defense. Philly, like I say, we have a pretty good defense. I do like Philadelphia Broncos. Are up here at number 5, which is I'm very shocked. I don't know too much about their defense. I is it okay? Maybe I have to probably watch them a little more closer. They got Ravens. I feel like Ravens they really do build themselves off of defense. 7 is the Minnesota Vikings. I think Vikings will step it up a little bit more than what they have when it comes to this season. Steelers, of course, we already know that Steelers are one of those teams that a lot build themselves off of defense. So defense is one of their things that they build off of. Tampa Bay is at number 9. Crazy. So Tampa Bay still can possibly have that great defense. 10, of course, the 49ers. Not bad. Like I say, I mean, this is coming from score. Like I say, some of those defenses, do I agree with? Not really. So hey, who knows? If you guys don't know that the Arizona Cardinals did do their lineup. This will possibly be their lineup. You see, they have their quarterback. So we have the quarterback, Bryson. We have Young. They did sign him. You have Marvin Harris Jr., which I showed y'all that clip already. Michael Wilson, tight end Bibbins. You know, like I say, the team is pretty decent. It's not bad. Not a bad team on paper. It's just I feel like they're in their division. There are more teams better than them. I feel like they are not probably one of the best teams out there on paper wise, and that's going to be their squad. That's going to be their starting lineup. Can they get over the hump? I don't think so. Like I said, their division is so hard to get by and get over. So that's just something I think I see. I haven't seen from them. We'll have to see as we go into the season. One of the things that I'm most concerned about is them just getting, over there. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into some more stuff. Like I said, I told you guys we might go over at the 8:00 slot, but don't forget, hey, around this time we won't not be taking up this much time once the season starts, because at this time the game will be on. And we'll be just only talking about that Thursday game. So guys, we're only catching up to NFL stuff. So let me see here. Is it not going? So we got some some more Eagle stuff. We'll probably talk about the schedule. We're on week 15. I will go through week 15 real quick, and then we'll let's touch on. If we could pull up 2 more things here. Yeah, I got 2 more things, and then actually we got 3 more things, and then we'll go to the schedule real quick and we'll get out of here. Let's see, can we pull up our next video, guys, here? Hopefully we can. It is loading. I don't know why it's taking so long. Still want to come first. So while that is doing that, we are going to do this real quick. Let's go here. I think it's here. Yeah. So we have here, since July. There's a game on July the 31st. That's tomorrow. Hold on, let me see. So I guess some of this stuff is gonna be on YouTube TV. I don't know. It says back to the weekend. So Friday they say Carolina. Saturday, I guess they're gonna be showing some stuff. They'll have Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Chicago, Bengals. This probably could be mini camp. They'll probably be showing. You'll have Bears, Dallas, Broncos, Lions, Houston, the Colts, Chiefs, Rams, Vikings, New Patriots, Giants, Jets, Eagles, Steelers, 49ers, Seattle, the Tennessee Titans, and the Washington Commanders. Sunday, on the 2nd, you will have Carolina, Green Bay, Jacksonville Jaguars, Raiders, Chargers, Dolphins. That is the Steelers there. No, you can't see their name. And the Buffalo, Tampa Bay there. So play-by-play. They gave me a play-by-play screen. But that is one of the things that, let's see what that was actually for, guys. Oh, hold up, let me see. Before we move on to the next thing. Okay, yeah. So it was training camp. Okay, I was just making sure because I knew I was like, it can't be nothing else. It got to be like camp. So okay, so we got one more. We got a video here with this ain't. It was the one with AJ Brown, but it's so quick. It ain't even. Damn new thing. So we won't do that video, but let's get into some Eagles talk real quick. We got the some comments from the head coach of the Eagles here. Real quick, guys. Let's go to this, and then we'll talk about the schedule, and then I will get you guys up out of here because it's 8:00. I know you guys are maybe. I know CJ got another hour before he comes on. Let's go to here, then we'll talk about the schedule. We're on 15. Okay, here we go. Sean.
All right.
Okay, there we go. I was just make sure it was Sean. All right, here we go, guys. Let's play this and then we'll
So,
start up with
last thing I want to talk about. I gave this book to some of you guys. I have some extra copies in there. So if you guys are interested in this book, right, Chop Wood and Carry Water, right? Really good book. So it's about how to fall in love with the process, right? And my favorite chapter in this book, all right, was being faithful in the small things. Faithful in the small things. Focusing, here highlights of this chapter. Focus on the small things. Focus on the things that you can control. Well, then I started thinking, well, what can we control? Effort, right? Effort, your conditioning, right? Jalen, what'd your dad used to say? Effort's free. It's free. Effort's free. I've been starting to say that to my son. Effort's free, right? Conditioning is free. All these other things takes a lot of talent. Effort, conditioning, free, right? What else are the small things, right? Knowing your assignment, same attempts, blocking, catching, ball security, right? All those things, right? And I'm setting the stage of what you already know. You're going to hear this 1,000 times through training camp. And the problem sometimes with small things, here's the only problem with the small things sometimes. It's not sexy. And it's often boring. It's boring. It's monotonous. It's not sexy, right? All those things. And it's in conflict with our society because they want to see the big, sexy shit. But being faithful, right, in the small things, that's where your strength lies. That's where your strength lies. And I'm just going to read this portion of the book, right? Everyone thinks greatness is sexy. Greatness is far from sexy. It's dirty, hard work, usually required to be done in the dark when no one is watching, while your dreams are so far off, they feel like fairy tales, right? Everybody wants to be great until it's time to do what greatness takes.
That was a quote from the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. I like that comment. That's something might send someone that link there. I like that comment. I really do. Let's get into the week 15 real quick, guys, and then we are out of here. With you guys, like I say, I had a lot to talk about today. Let's cover week 15 of the NFL. Here, let's go here. Okay, and here we go. We are at week 15, guys. We are going to start off this week here. Like I said, we have a good game here between the San Francisco 49ers and the LA Chargers. It's at 8 o'clock. It's going to be on, of course, Prime TV. This is in California. They have the Chargers winning this game. DraftKings has the Chargers winning this game. They have the over and under 47. This could possibly be a great game. Remember, this is in December. Not a bad weather for the city they're in. They're going to be in California. This is playoff time. We're getting real close to playoff potential time. They have the Chargers winning. I think I have had Chargers win a lot of games. I think 49ers can take it depending on the health-wise. Give me 49ers. I think 49ers will take it. I'll go the opposite way here from what they got. Before the Christmas game here, we have a game on Saturday because this will be the follow of the Christmas game, guys. You have Philadelphia and Seattle. This is in Philadelphia. This will come on the 19th of Saturday, December the 19th. You have a 5:00 p.m. game. This is in Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia will win this. DraftKings have Philadelphia Give me Philadelphia. I will go Philadelphia too. I think I will take Philadelphia in this win. Philadelphia is in the December month. It's in the cold state, but Seattle used to be used to cold. They're in the cold state too, but this is a away home game. I think Philadelphia will win this game. The next game, which is a pretty decent game, it looks like it's a 8:00 game. This is actually in New York. It's Chicago versus the Bears. Well, the Chicago Bears versus the Buffalo Bills. DraftKings has Buffalo winning this game. I think so too. Like I say, there's still a lot of concerns with me when it comes to Chicago. I have to see them by December. Those doubts will be probably going with me. I will really actually know where Chicago stands or where they fall when it comes to some of these games. So we'll definitely have to see as we get on to the season. On December the 20th, on the Sunday games, we have a 1:00 game starting us off at 1:00. Will be Miami and the Green Bay Packers. As we know, Michael Parsons will be back way before now. This is as in Green Bay. DraftKings has Green Bay winning. Give me Green Bay. Miami is not going to be they'll probably be a little decent, but I don't give them too much decency if you ask me. The second game we have here, which is another 1:00 game, is Indiana Colts versus the Tennessee Titans. This is actually in Tennessee at 1:00. DraftKings has Indiana winning this game. I will take Tennessee. Like I said, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Tennessee. Not saying the Colts will not put up a great game here. Colts still have that great running game. They still have their tight end. It's just who will be the wide receiver that will step up with them? Like I say, I know everything cannot be fully complete, but you do have to have those guys that are willing to step up, especially like now. We're getting close to playoff season. I feel like Tennessee, if they get the momentum right, and by now they should be adjusted with each other, should know each other very well. Give me Tennessee. I'm going to go Tennessee outside the Colts. And it's in Tennessee. You have Cleveland Browns versus the New York Giants. This is our third 1:00 game. This is actually in New York. The DraftKings has New York winning this game. Right now, we still do not know who's starting. We're only 6 weeks away from Cleveland. I still think even if we did know who was going to start, I would still go with New York here. Like I say, defense is stopping the offense. Offense is stopping the defense. New York has the better team here. Hopefully, everyone still will be healthy by this time because it's December. New York would know that we're getting real close. Like I say, this is playoff time. I will keep saying that. You guys will hear me keep saying that. Give me New York. New York is better on paper. We'll definitely see how New York is. I think New York, everybody will realize that New York is going to be a dangerous team and could be possibly a team. By now, I think Scatterbo will be back, even though especially just all the stuff that is surrounding New York and the controversy. New York will get really close to the playoffs, but I don't see them getting into the Super Bowl. There are a lot of more better teams than the Giants. But they will get close because everyone will be riding off of the New York Knicks win. So New York, I think a lot of teams will think, okay, well, fans will say, hey, New York Giants can do it. Like I said, they will get really close. I will not be surprised. We have Baltimore versus Pittsburgh Steelers. This is our fourth game on Sunday here. This is in Pittsburgh. DraftKings has Baltimore winning this game. I think so too. Baltimore is around this time. It's gonna start have to be playing playoff football. So I think that this will be one game they have to win. Give me Baltimore Ravens. I will go Baltimore Ravens too. Next game, our fifth game of the week. Well, sixth game of the week. My bad. Sixth game of the week will be sixth game of the week of the Sunday afternoon game. will be New Orleans versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is actually in Tampa Bay. DraftKings has Tampa Bay winning this game. I don't think so. I think New Orleans will win this game. Unless Tampa Bay goes into the trades and get people off the all season free agency. I don't see them winning this game. I think New Orleans will win this game. I'm surprised DraftKings has Tampa Bay winning this game. I'm going to go New Orleans. I'm going to go the opposite direction. Give me New Orleans. The 7 game of the week of the afternoon of the 1 o'clock game, you have Atlanta versus the Washington Commanders. This is actually in the Commanders where they'll be playing. They have Washington win this game. This is another game I will go not with DraftKings for the money line. Give me Atlanta. I think Atlanta will probably be the better team. Hopefully it will be. Because by now, somebody should be healthy. Hopefully everybody be healthy. Coming in, I think Atlanta will get a bad start. They'll be probably one of those teams that start off bad and then in the end start getting good. So hey, we know how that went for a lot of teams. A lot of teams went into the playoffs. Our next game, which will be the 8th game of the 1 o'clock game, it will be the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Carolina Panthers. This is actually in Carolina. DraftKings has Cincinnati winning. I think Cincinnati will win this game. Long as Joe Burrow stays healthy, Cincinnati will win most of the games. Unless it's like games they got to go out there and sling the ball and fight to the very end. That's what they got to get back to. They got to start putting on all-star performances for the people to start back talking about them. I've been saying that about the Bengals for day one. And Bengals got to get back into it. I know how frustrated Bengal fans was last year, so they got to get back into it. Our next game, which will be the 9th game of the afternoon game, will be the last afternoon game. I think this could be possibly a game of the week for me because you got Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Houston Texans here. This is actually in Houston. They got Houston winning this game. I probably would put Houston in there. I think this, like I say, Houston will start be playing championship football. Not saying Jaguars are going to be losing a lot of games. I feel like Jaguars are still a credible threat, especially by now. We'll definitely know in December how much of a threat they are, how much good they are on paper. I feel like they can be a possibly great team. I love Jacksonville. I love the way they left out. And as long as they come in, this could possibly be a great game. The New York Jets versus the Arizona Cardinals. My God, this will be the first game of the 4 o'clock game. Don't put too much stocks on these 2 games. This will be a game that I would not put too much stocks on, guys. This will be an ugly game. This is one of those trap games for bettors. Yes, there's such thing called trap games, and this is one of them. This is a game that can go either way. This is Arizona. I don't know. They got Jets winning. I have to see how both of these teams are going to be. This game can go either way. I'm going to go maybe Arizona because maybe Arizona has maybe the possibly stronger team than the New York Jets. I don't know. Like I say, by December, we'll definitely know. I'm not going to lie, guys. This might be a horrible game, so you might want to just probably pass over this game. This is not a good afternoon game. This is one of those games they're going to have some weird bets, and you run this the afternoon, and this is something weird. So go with the smart logic and just bet wisely when you come to this game, or skip this game and just go to some other games. We have the second 4 o'clock game for the Sunday. It's the Denver Broncos versus the Las Vegas Raiders. This is Italy in Las Vegas. They have Denver winning. Yes, I will agree with DraftKings. Denver should win this. This is in December. They should be on their A game. They should be winning most of their games in December. Depending on what their rank should be or where they're at. I don't think they want to be on the outside looking in, trying to get into the playoffs. I think they want to either be there or be tied with whoever they are tied with in that division. So give me Denver Broncos. Dallas versus the Rams. I think this could be a game of the week. This is the third 4:00 game. This is in California. DraftKings has the Rams winning this game. I think the Rams will win this game. I feel like maybe the Rams have a better defense. Dallas doesn't have just not a bad defense too. I mean, we shouldn't suspect them to be very good on offense. This could be a possible game where you would this would maybe be one of those 4:00 games where you will see most of your bets go on to this game. But be aware that look around. Don't be afraid to put some money on Denver because I think a lot of people are not going to suspect this game to be a great game. I think a lot of people are going to be betting on this game. For that, and that will be the last game for 4:00 for the Sunday night football game, which I like. I think this would be the game I think I did say where AP will go into the Ring of Hall of Fame. Give me the Lions. They got the Lions winning. The one DraftKings has the Lions winning. I think this is the game. This is Aston, Minnesota. I think the Lions will win because it's just something with a curse about that game. Monday, my birthday, December the 21st, the Monday night football game. It will be New England versus Kansas City Chiefs. Not a bad game. Could be possibly a game of the week. They got Chiefs winning. I think Chiefs will win. New England will not probably do too bad. I think Kansas City, we definitely have to see will Patrick Mahomes still be healthy all the way up to this time. I think Kansas City will be probably playing championship football. No one has a bye week this week because it's around December, so I would not think no one will have a bye week by now. So that is week 15 of the NFL week. Like I say, I think definitely the Lions will win that game. We will talk about next week. We will talk about week 16, guys, that we will talk about with you guys. Like I said, it was a lot of news came out today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I will try to have more mini camp videos for you guys. We'll definitely get to talk about that with you guys. I love talking about that, breaking down. I'll try to get some more film. That's what I wanted to really base this inside the NFL mind about. So we'll talk about some more mini camps. Might start going back live on Tuesday because I had a lot of more information, a lot of stuff I didn't get into. So maybe you'll start seeing me back Tuesdays and Thursdays again. We'll see. So thank you guys for joining me. Like I say, get out your phone, scan that QR code right above me. It could be on your right or left, wherever it's at. Scan that QR code. That will take you to me and CJ's Discord. Shouts out to CJ. He's been holding down for the MLB because I held it down for NBA bets. But guess what? Football's back, college back, and NBA will be back. So my Discord channel will be back at it again, guys. I feel like I did win a couple people some money when we was doing first baskets. We're going to be back. I'm telling you guys, I'm coming up with a strategy for NFL to make sure we can get some decent money in our pockets and win some good money, win some big money. Shouts out to our sponsor here, one of our sponsors, Initial Picks. With those guys, let me see. Let me pull up their NFL stuff here. We'll go to their site here. Oh, I like their and they got NFL on here. Oh, nope, it ain't on there yet. But let's pull this up right here. Shouts out to them in their website. Initial Picks is not up yet for NFL because I guess the NFL season not started. But you can go in, sign up here. It can take you to that, guys. Hopefully you guys will see that on the screen there. Here we go here. For the site, shouts out to them. They are a sponsor of the sports that we do here at DWTV. Far as me and CJ, when it comes to sports, shouts out to everyone who's on our team who does sports. Far as the Jedi Sports team, and their people over there who are affiliated with the DWE. But you can see here, it's a nice setup. Like I say, you can't go to NFL, you can't go to NBA because those are not there. But you can do right now. You can do MLB. You can do WNBA, and you can do soccer. It gives you all the stuff where you can do the overs and unders. If you feel like this player is going to go over 0.5 home runs, you can either put it over or under. And you can make your bets. Always bet responsibly. You can sign up here. I don't have an account yet. So do your bets. You see here, they have prize picks. Here you can put in your bets here and stuff, and then you can upgrade yourself. Like I say, you can also, if you want to partner with them, go ahead and partner with them and be a creator. Earn up to $500 on this thing, and join their Discord too. They have 120 people right now online, so go over there and join them on Discord. Shouts out to them. Thank them for being partnered with us on the sports side of the sports for us. Me and CJ's recap, and also inside the NFL Mind, you will start to see me do that more and more now, where we'll go in there and we'll at least make 1 or 2 bets off of their site. Like I say, most of the bets, if you join our Discord, you will not see me place no bets on Sunday. Guys, if you want to know our Sunday bets, go to this Discord and make you some money. That's the only way. Thursday will be the only day you will get my insights of what we're going to do for bets. I'm going to break it down to you guys and give you guys a format, and you go from there. Always remember, bet responsibly. Thank you guys for joining me. Please give us a subscribe on YouTube. That's Talk It Up Podcast on YouTube. Guys, you all know that is the home of Inside the NFL Mind of Miami and the home of DWE Radio. Have a lot of shorts, a lot of live content on there. Please go like, subscribe, comment. Leave us some comments. Give me your thoughts about what team, who's your team, rep your team, put your teams on there. And if you come in here on X or on the YouTube side, rep your team. We're getting so close to the NFL season, 6 more weeks. So guys, continue to come over there with us. Please join the CJ, the EVP show on his YouTube. That's where you will catch the NFL recaps on YouTube. I will probably start placing it on my YouTube too. I'll connect it to my YouTube, so you'll probably see it on the Talk It Up Podcast YouTube too. So join us for that. Hey, join us on Twitch. We're live on Twitch. You can see most of the DWE TV content on Twitch. That's DWE TV, DWE Radio on Twitch. Doesn't matter, whichever one you want to follow. Please give us a follow on Twitch. Thank you guys. We cannot do this without you guys. Please give us a follow on X. That's Talk It Up. DWE TV on X. And my page will be Miami the Great 305. I will see you guys next week. Right after this, CJ will be going live. I will catch you guys later. I am out. See you guys again for the next episode of In.
Hey, okay, let it be known. I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door.